Hi guys! It's been quite a while since I've done a video. It's all on me. I'm gonna just throw out my excuses and my reasons. So before I start, I have a cold. If I sound off, that's why. First of all, I've been back from Japan since the second week of August. I've been back for a while. And I said I would put up a video vlog sort of thing, and I did take video footage, but I took so much that I'm scared to go through it all. It's kind of daunting. It's also like a personal thing. Going back to Japan a second time, I went the first time in 2009. It's hitting me kind of raw. It's bittersweet. I don't know if I really want to go through all that footage because I miss Japan so much. So it's all personal, but I swear it will be up by the end of the year. Fingers crossed. Secondly, as far as doing any sort of updates for the channel, I have two jobs, but I didn't lose one. It's a seasonal job, so I don't have it anymore, which means I have a ton of free time. However, I've been using that free time to look for a new job. I'm also moving out of this apartment in less than a month. We're going to a apartment that's bigger with walls, which is great because there's no walls. I want a bedroom. It's so sad. Also, I mentioned this in my Japan video, but I have a kind of older laptop. I have maybe not the best webcam, and I also have Windows Movie Maker, my favorite movie program to hate. And I was putting off videos because I was sick of putting up videos in low quality. It doesn't offer me to put it up in high quality for some reason because I have to upload it straight from YouTube. So I didn't want to give you guys a less than satisfactory product, but I figure if you guys are willing to kind of forego the quality, I'll always try to give you guys quality stuff, but bear with me. I'm trying to find a new program for it, but I figured waiting just for that reason is not a good excuse. I've been leaving you guys hanging for too long, and I'm still getting subscribers, so that's really awesome. Hello, new subscribers. Here's some new content for you finally. I made this video for the reason of the recent announcement that Rainbow, K-pop group Rainbow, would be disbanding November 12th. It just kind of hit me how not so good of a year this is, not necessarily for K-pop groups, but for their companies. And two companies come to mind. There's DSP, which housed Rainbow, and there is Cube Entertainment, which used to house 4 Minute and possibly won't be housing Beast for much longer. I wanted to kind of compare and see their situations and how they are, because like if two companies could drop the ball this badly in less than a year, like what does that say for smaller companies, or what does that say for the future of K-pop? People are already saying YG's going to be next once Big Bang goes to the army, because Top just announced he was going to be enlisting soon. I'm not okay with that. They already don't really pay a lot of attention to their artists like Akdong musician Lee Hai, or most notably Winner, and that's partly a video for another time. But it's kind of showing that you really can't get away with mismanaging artists anymore. People are not patient like they were maybe even a year ago. If they see that their artist is not being properly promoted and that despite giving feedback to the company, nothing is happening, you can't expect them to stick around. There's only so much a fan can take from a company that just doesn't give a damn. And Cube and DSP are two very prime examples. In the beginning of the year, we had the announcement that Kara was disbanding, but oh no, wait, apparently they're not disbanded. It's something along the lines of like, I don't know, it used to be Brown Eyed Girls, and then partly Shinhwa, and they're all under different companies, but they're gonna come together to make new music, so they're on hiatus. Later, it was announced that 4 Minute disbanded, and every single member except for Hyuna left Cube. And then just about less than a month ago, actually a couple weeks ago, it was announced that Beast had not yet renewed their contracts, that their contracts are going to be ending by the end of the year, and there was still no surefire discussion of if they were going to renew. And now there's rumors that they are looking to a subsidiary of JYP, which is JY Pictures, for them to have their own independent label and promote independently. And I think the worst thing, something worse than a group just straight up disbanding, is a group that says, not only do we not feel you're treating us right, but we think we can manage our own selves better, so we're gonna stay together in spite of you, which, good job, Beast, because if there's been a company that's been neglecting any artist, it's Cube with Beast. And now it was announced that Rainbow was going to disband after 7 years. And everybody's been talking about the 7-year curse, which, if you don't know what that means, it's not necessarily a curse, it's just legally how long a company can sign an artist under contract. Otherwise, if it's longer than 7 years, it's considered slave labor, a la TVXQ/JYJ. First of all, let's compare Cube and DSP. Cube is now having 2 of their most well-known artists leave in, I think, less than 6 months' time. DSP has Kara at January and Rainbow at, I guess, November. What's unfortunate about Rainbow, as opposed to Kara, is that, and as opposed to 4 Minute and Beast, is that they never won a single award. They got nothing for staying together, having no member changes, having no rumors of discord. Like, they got nothing. They got screwed royally. Hey, remember that time where DSP was like, we're gonna give you guys a comeback and it's gonna be edgy and we're gonna call it Black Swan, and then they had them only promote on music shows for 2 weeks? That's good management. That's really good. You're doing a great job. Great job. It's just so frustrating. I am genuinely sad that all these groups are disbanding or losing members or whatever. Like, but you gotta look at it from the side of the artist. They've been with this company for so long, what do they really have to show for it? As far as how they're doing, I actually am not entirely sure who Cube or DSP have under their belt. So I looked it up, just cause. As far as recording artists go, Cube still have Real Jihoon, who hasn't been heard of for forever, Pentagon, who just debuted, and I haven't heard any sort of significant promotions or success from them yet, but they're a rookie, so we'll see. CLC, who is also another tragic instance of total mismanagement and not knowing what the hell to do with them. Like, they don't have a concept, they don't have anything. And B2B, who is, I guess, now their most popular musical group by default, who also are severely mistreated as far as promotions go by Cube Entertainment. Cube also has Hyunsung and Hyuna, because Hyunsung left Beast, so he's still staying under Cube Entertainment, and Hyuna, who I think we can all argue is the only one who has ever benefited from anything Cube has done for any artist ever. Like, they go all out with promoting Hyuna. Why they can't do that with their other artists, I don't know. As for who DSP is still running, all I got was ClickB, who are a reformed older K-pop group, Ajax, who haven't had a comeback for like 2 years, and April, who I only vaguely know because they debuted at the same time as Dia from MBK, and I think Lovelyz from Woolim. Otherwise, that's it. Like, they got nobody. They used to have Keys, that one with the German name, I forget. They used to have Fin KL, they used to have Lee Hyori. Man, they dropped the ball hard. So it's a hard comparison. You gotta think of who Cube and who DSP still have. And I think in this case, Cube might come out on top because they have B2B. They have, I guess to an extent, A-Pink. I know that they're under A-Cube, but it's a subsidiary. They're related somehow, I guess. They still have Pentagon, who just debuted. They still have CLC, if they can ever figure out what the hell to do with them. They still got a good shot of at least staying relevant. Definitely they're not, people used to be like, oh, JYP sucks, and oh, Cube's gonna be the next one in the top 3 with SM and YG. It's totally not the case now. And DSP, with all those powerhouse people I named, they were also considered one of the top groups with SM. Can you imagine that now? They got Ajax in April. They don't got anything. They got nothing. So I'd like to think that DSP's kind of facing the worst year. But either way, both companies have themselves to blame. Like, there's no blaming it on the artists. It's very clear that 4Minute was getting the shaft because Hyuna was more popular. It's very clear that Rainbow never really got any decent promotions after they hit it big with their semi-controversy of lifting their shirts up during their A song, which is the best song they've ever released, in my opinion. But they've got great songs too, like Mach and To Me, and just, they were never promoted like they should have been. Give them a show or something, man. God damn. And Kara, they've been kind of on the decline since Ji-young and Nicole left, that whole scandal, and then we were really exposed to the inner workings of DSP, which I guess is kind of the catalyst for the downfall of Kara. I mean, I think what the point I'm trying to get at is companies, they just need to shape up. Like, there's no excuses anymore. We have 3 awesome girl groups that have disbanded within this year. This year isn't even over. We're in October. Like, anything could still happen in these last 2 months. But 3 girl groups who have been around for at least 7 years, just gone, and that's it. And then we got Beast, who have had enough to the point where they just want to go off on their own. That speaks volumes. And if companies like that or YG, they keep neglecting their artists, I don't expect anybody to be surprised when the artists just leave or they don't renew the contracts. It's not really surprising anymore. At this point, we're kind of praying. We're like, please just either please just stay with your company, please, I want to keep seeing more of you, or please find somewhere else to go. Please, I don't want you to be under that company anymore. I was seeing more comments happy that Beast was leaving Cube than sad. That's horrible, because Cube is the one that turned them from recycled dolls into one of the biggest boy groups ever. But now look what they've done with them. I think I'm just expressing my frustrations as a fan. This year's not been good for many people. I think one of the biggest beneficiaries of this year is JYP, without a single doubt. They are, GOT7's got it getting more popularity and notoriety. Wonder Girls just had like a really awesome comeback. Twice is breaking records left and right. They're breaking Girls' Generation records, okay? That's almost unheard of. They're doing great. JYP is set. SM is another great one too. They are collaborating left and right. I thought SM Station was the dumbest thing ever until I realized how awesome it was, not only for promotion of their own artists to show their own individual talents, but also for other outside artists. They've gotten Yoongi Ray, they've gotten Ailey, they have collaborated with so many people. They're not afraid of competitors' artists. They're using those to boost up their own artists. It's smart for both sides. Like, you can't lose with either of those. It's just so crazy how 2 companies can be doing that good and then 2 companies can be doing that poorly. So, what do you guys think of the situation with, well, you can say with the situation with DSP and Cube, but also what do you think of the situation with K-pop in general? Do you think that they're doing okay and that your favorite group can somehow survive this massacre of 7-year idols? Let me know in the comments below. Last but not least, very sad to see Rainbow disband. I think most that you could take away from all of this is how sad it is when you have these 4 awesome groups and companies that just don't know what to do with them. It's such a waste. I'm going to be putting out another video really soon about another thing that I've been seeing a lot in K-pop media. So please stick around. Thank you so much for your patience as always. I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. I think you guys know the drill by now. Sorry for the quality of the video. You guys are awesome. Love you.